and he will give you the strategies and the actions that you need to take, but you need to be the one to take the step. If you're prepared to do that, the value that you'll extract out of his coaching services is absolutely incredible. I can't thank him enough, really. I can't thank him enough. I think within like the first 3 weeks, my investment was pretty much paid back by some of the things that I had to do. I've been working with Andy for around 6 months now. And I reached out to him, if I'm honest, on a little bit of a whim. I followed his Instagram account for some while and see his like hard-hitting truths and reality talking sort of stuff that he does. And I thought, okay, I've tried therapy, I've done meditation, breath work, plant medicine, I've done pretty much everything. But this approach that he's talking about, I haven't sort of experienced yet or tried, so I thought, fuck it, why not? Excuse my French. Signed up with him, and first thing I would say is how Andy comes across on social media, although there is an element of that in his coaching, which there needs to be, and that is an integral and authentic part of himself, it isn't like just dogging you the whole time and just giving you like these harsh reality checks one after another. There is so much in there, and he won't give you any wiggle room on decisions that you need to make when you know you need to make them. I'm not saying it's his way or the highway, but it's like, right, okay, if a decision is here that I need to make, and you'll highlight that I need to do it and make sure that I have the necessary strategy to do that. And I think the difference here, it's very future paced. We'll maybe look at the past as much as we need to when we're maybe looking at identity. I've done some work on financial identity and we looked at why that was. But once we sort of understood that, we didn't dwell on it and stay there and talk and dwell on it and that sort of thing. It was then, right, okay, what are the steps we need to take moving forward? If I was going to compare it to a therapy, I would say maybe exposure therapy, where part of what we did, improving my identity in a few areas, required me to take a few actions, but the end goal was such a big jump, I wasn't in the position to do that yet. So we'd take little things off them. Try that this week, try this. In between, I was WhatsApping him and voice noting, and there's a lot of communication. It's very immersive. You have to really put the fact that you are working with the Honest Life Coach at the front of your mind, because the more he's in your awareness, you're just going to be able to make good decisions when things come up. And the progress that I made emotionally, even business-wise, in the last 6 months has been absolutely incredible. His way of doing things and logically processing, but allowing your emotions to be there, is definitely one of the most efficient ways to do things if you are willing to put in the work. This isn't like many things. There is no shortcut for this, and he will give you the strategies and the actions that you need to take, but you need to be the one to take the step. If you're prepared to do that, the value that you'll extract out of his coaching services is absolutely incredible. I can't thank him enough, really. I can't thank him enough. I think within like the first 3 weeks, my investment was pretty much paid back by some of the things that I had to do. As a personal trainer, online coach, studio owner, no one really gives you how to conduct yourself in business and how to talk to your staff and clients and the hiring process and all this sort of thing. And just having someone hold your hand through that and like, okay, this might be the best option to do, or don't do that, word it this way instead. It was so powerful. And then eventually you come to a place of autonomy where you've done that so many times that you can sort of do it yourself. So it's not a case of like, Andy often says this, he doesn't expect people to be with him forever, right? He's going to give you the tools, the understanding, the knowledge that you need to then do this for the rest of your life. So I'm so grateful for what he sort of gave to me and those around me as well, because it gives back to everyone around you. If you feel like you've lost yourself a little bit, you're not being the best version of you, you get that back. You get back the power, you get control of your emotions, so emotional regulation, as Andy would call it. The idea of logically processing things and the next step you need to take, and then you're able to take them. So how much I've grown as a person, learned and enjoyed as well working with him. It was a very fun experience. which is part of it, was amazing. So if you're sitting on the fence thinking, oh, I don't know if this is for me, I don't know if it's going to be worth it, there is not one situation where Andy's service would not benefit you. Just to working for him with a short time. If you just do a few months with him, what you'll gain for the rest of your life will be really, really good, and you won't regret it. I know you won't. If you're willing to put in the work, that is. If you're not, it'd be a waste of time. That's all I'm saying on that. Thanks, man.